Everyone knows the story of Branch Rickey signing Jackie Robinson in August of 1945, beginning the integration of Major League Baseball. But the roots of integration go back much further. Take a look at this man, J.L. Wilkinson. He grew up in Algona, Iowa, and was a pretty fair baseball player. He was a pitcher on semi-pro teams. He played for a team called Hopkins. And eventually, though, he broke his wrist, and that ended his pitching career. He moved to shortstop. While playing with Hopkins, he had a game at the end of the 1904 season against the Buxton Wonders. This was a team located in Buxton, Iowa, which was a fully integrated city. It had 2,700 African Americans lived there, and 1,900 whites lived there. It was a coal mining town, and both sides got along quite well. And he noticed the crowd at the game was integrated, and there was racial harmony. It had a big effect on him. We were talking about J.L. Wilkinson, who later became the owner of the Kansas City Monarchs. But before that, he put together an all-girls team. This was about 1912, I think, somewhere around there. And he got the best female baseball players, including a superstar out of Boston by the name of Carrie Nation. I don't know if she brought her ex or not, but she was a great baseball player. And J.L. Wilkinson went from there to another team called the All Nations team, where he went out of his way to put together a superstar, diverse baseball team with African Americans, whites, Latinos, Hawaiians, and in that he found also some of America's baseball players, great baseball players at the time. We're talking about John Donaldson, a pitcher, Jose Mendez, a pitcher, Cristobal Torriente, a Cuban player, a superstar Cuban player. The core of Wilkinson's Monarchs, or All Nations teams, became the Kansas City Monarchs when the Negro Leagues were formed. And 13 Kansas City Monarchs later went on to the Baseball Hall of Fame, men who played for J.L. Wilkinson: Ernie Banks, Cool Papa Bell, Willard Brown, Andy Cooper, Bill Foster, Jose Mendez, Satch Page, Jackie Robinson, Bullet Joe Rogan, Hilton Smith, Turkey Stearns, Cristobal Torriente, and Willie Wells. And Wilkinson joined them in 2006. A great baseball owner was J.L. Wilkinson. Not a prejudiced bone in his body, very popular with his players. Here's a look at the Strat Diamond Gems tournament bracket. We're ready for those finals. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian bringing to you Apba Baseball Classics, and this will be the finals of the Diamond Gems Strat Negro League Tournament. The 1945 Cleveland Buckeyes have reached the finals, and they're taking on the 1938 Kansas City Monarchs. Word of note, before we start this game, I put up a game by mistake on Tuesday, put up a past game that had already been posted, and I don't know if there's a mistake to be made with this YouTube channel and Tabletop Baseball. I will find a way to make it, and so I apologize about that. And after the morning, someone of my subscribers told me that the game had already been posted, and I took it down and posted the correct game that was supposed to go out for Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the next game from Iowa. Now we're back to the Diamond Gems tournament. This is a best-of-3 series. Here's the starting lineups for the 1945 Cleveland Buckeyes. Parnell Woods will lead off and play third base. Avelino Canizares is the shortstop. Sam Jethro's in center field. Buddy Armour in left field. Ducky Davenport right field. Archie Wares at first base. Quincy Troop, player manager, is the catcher. Johnny Cowan is second base. And pitching for the Cleveland Buckeyes is their staff ace, Jeff Jefferson. 25 wins in 1945, 1.87 earned run average. He's going to be a tough cookie. For the Kansas City Monarchs, Henry Milton will lead off and play right field. Newt Allen's at second base. Willard Brown's in left field. Turkey Stearns hits cleanup and plays center field. Hilton Smith is going to bat fifth. He could swing the bat. A 308 hitter with 6 home runs in 133 at-bats. Buck O'Neill's at first base. Frank Duncan's the catcher. Boise Marshall at third base. And Max Johnson is the shortstop. Parnell Woods of the Cleveland Buckeyes steps up to the plate, and we're ready to begin. Hilton Smith goes into his windup, and here's the first pitch of the ball game. 6-8 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Parnell Woods goes back to the dugout, struck out by Smith. Avelino Canizares, Cuban shortstop, playing for the Buckeyes. 3-4 is a ground ball back to Smith. Snatches it, flips to first. 2 outs. Sam Jethro. Sam the Jet Jethro, very fast runner. 1-5 is a drive. It might be, it could be, it's off the top of the wall. Jethro around second. He will easily get to third. It's a 2-out triple for Sam the Jet Jethro. And right away in the first inning, the Buckeyes have a bit of a threat going here. Here is Buddy Armour, the left fielder. Here's a stretch and the pitch from Smith. 5-8, fly ball to right field. Henry Milton calls for it and puts it away. And that ends the danger in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Monarchs coming to bat. Jeff Jefferson, sometimes known as George, like on his Negro Leagues Baseball Stars baseball card, completes his warm-up toss. And Henry Milton steps in to get it started for the Monarchs. 4-9 is a base on balls. Henry Milton takes first. Milton's a base stealer. Quincy Troop has a -1 arm. And I think we might try a hit and run. We're going to start the runner. We'll read the 2 white dice. That's an 11. That's going to be a pitch missed, I think. Better misses the pitch. Pick for steal. Let's roll the 20-sided dice. A is -1, a chance to be safe. 1-14. 15, he's out. Caught stealing. Thrown out by the catcher Quincy Troop, with Johnny Cowan applying the tag. 1 down. 6-10 is a catcher's card X. Troop is a 3 catcher. 16 is a pop-up back near the backstop, but there's room. Quincy Troop makes the catch. 2 outs. Willard Brown, the best hitter on this edition of the 38 Monarchs. 5-10 is a ground ball third base X. Parnell Woods is a 2. Woods grabs the grounder and throws the first. 3 outs. We go to the top of the second. No score. Ducky Davenport will lead off the top of the second for the Buckeyes. He is from New Orleans, Louisiana. He was a little left-handed outfielder who began in the Negro Leagues in 1934 and finished managing. Ducky Davenport steps into the box. 5-12 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Hilton Smith. Here's the Cleveland first baseman, Archie Ware, tall line drive hitter. 6-5 is a line drive past the first baseman and down the right field line. Archie Ware will go to second with a double. Second hit, second extra base hit for the Buckeyes. Here's the catcher, Quincy Troop. .230 hitter. He's followed by Johnny Cowan and then the pitcher. Hilton Smith with 1 out will pitch to Quincy Troop. Or not. He could walk him and set up the double play, and that's what he's going to do. Frank Duncan stands up and extends his arm. Quincy Troop gets 4 wide ones. First and second, Cleveland with 1 down. And Johnny Cowan, the second baseman. 1-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. It's not a double play, but it is Hilton Smith's third strikeout. Pitcher, Jeff Jefferson, he's hitting off the number 5 batting card. 4-4, fly ball center field X. That's Turkey Stearns. He's a rated 2. Turkey Stearns makes the play. Buckeyes strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. This game is being played at Mulebach Field in Kansas City. Mulebach was a hotel owner in downtown Kansas City. Turkey Stearns leads off for the Monarchs. 1-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Jeff Jefferson. Here's the pitcher, Hilton Smith. There's a strong hitting card, 308. Diamond Gems includes a few pitchers with batting cards because of their offensive prowess. 308 hitter, 6 homers, and 133 at-bats. 5-6 is a fly ball to center field. Sam the Jet Jethro covers a lot of territory out there, and he runs it down. 2 outs. Here is Buck O'Neill, one of Kansas City's favorite sons, very popular in this town. He was a coach in the major leagues, and then he was a scout for the Kansas City Royals. There is a seat where he used to always sit in, and it's now known as the Buck O'Neill seat, and one person is awarded that chance to sit there each Royals home game, someone who has done something for the community. Here's Buck O'Neill. 5-5 is a base on balls. Monarchs haven't got a hit yet off Jeff Jefferson, but this is a second walk. 2 outs. Frank Duncan's the batter. He is the catcher. 4-6 is a base hit, double asterisk. They'll get runners on the corners. Boise Marshall was a light-hitting infielder, a very adept bunter, especially drag bunting. So the Buckeyes are going to play their third baseman in. Here's the pitch to Boise Marshall. 6-2 is a ground ball to the pitcher. Jeff Jefferson's got it. Slings it to first. 3 outs. We go to the top of the third. The Monarchs, like the Buckeyes, strand 2. And we still got no score. In the third, Cleveland sends up Parnell Woods, Avelino Canizares, and Sam the Jet Jethro. 3-8 is a ground ball to Mex Johnson. He's got it. Throws to Buck O'Neill at first. Woods is retired. Avelino Canizares. 2-5 is a single. Canizares is 1 for 2. That brings up Sam Jethro, a 352 hitter. I got the wrong markers out here. Here's the pitch to Jethro. 4-6. Line drive to Mex Johnson. 2 outs. With 2 outs, Canizares is a C stealer. I think he'll sit tight. Let Buddy Armour swing away. 4-6 is a line drive to Mex Johnson again. Go to the bottom of the third. No score. All right, when I was reading about J.L. Wilkinson, the owner of the Monarchs, Something that I didn't come across in my reading, but I'm wondering about. This Monarchs team in 1938 had what would become six Hall of Famers on the squad. 5 players and 1 owner, himself, J.R. Wilkinson. There could have been a 7th if he had Satchel Paige. Now, in the Negro Leagues, they were hit hard by the Depression, and from 1931 through 1938, Kansas City played independent baseball. Their leagues, their stats, they weren't in a league, so their stats are not going to be included in the major leagues, including the stats of the major leagues for those years. But in 1938, he signed Satchel Paige. Paige had been blackballed by the Negro Leagues for contract jumping, and so Paige went to Mexico and pitched, but he injured his arm in Mexico. So Wilkinson signed him. He had had some previous associations with Satchel Paige, but only on a short-term basis. A lot of teams had a short-term relationship with Satchel Paige. But he signed Satchel, and his arm got better as 1938 progressed. But Satchel did a team called the Satchel Paige All-Stars. He wasn't on the roster of the Monarchs. The Satchel Paige All-Stars themselves were an exhibition team, and they played exhibition games. They were a very good team themselves. They were like a developmental team for the Monarchs. But in 1938, if he could have been on this roster, they would have had 7 Hall of Famers. He was on the Monarchs roster in 1939, and he maintained his relationship with J.L. Wilkinson until he signed with the Cleveland Indians in 1948. But in 1939, J.L., this is what I'm wondering, J.L. Wilkinson formed the Negro American League, and I wonder if it was because he wanted to sign and get Jackie Robinson back into the Negro Leagues, who had been banned. He was given a lifetime ban by the Negro Leagues for contract jumping. So I'm wondering if the reason that J.L. Wilkinson formed the Negro American League was to get Satchel Paige back involved in the Black Negro Leagues. Here is Max Johnson. 3-3 is a pop-up to shortstop. 1 down. Henry Milton. Back to the leadoff hitter. 4-8 is a walk. Henry Milton's an ace stealer. He was caught stealing in the first inning. I am an unrepentant base grabber. I'm going to have him steal again. 1 through 14, he'll be safe. Here we go. 17, he's thrown out again. 70% chance of stealing the base. He gets nailed twice. Quincy Troop is having quite the day behind the plate. 2 outs. Newt Allen. Boise Marshall is playing third base. He normally played second base, but nobody was going to move Newt Allen off second base. He was a long-time Monarchs second baseman. 1-6 is a drive by a Newt Allen. It's going to be into the gap, and he will get 2. It's a double. 2 outs. Newt Allen's at second. If I wasn't so aggressive trying to steal bases, Kansas City might have a run. Willard Brown. Because in Strat with 2 outs, you can add 2 to the running speed. 339 hitter. Willard Brown might have my back. Let's see. 5-10 is a ground ball third base X. Parnell Woods is a 2. 2-2 is a single. 1 base advance, so there's a single asterisk. So first and third. KC's hopes are still alive in the third. Here's one of those Hall of Famers. Turkey Stearns played most of his career with the Detroit Stars. 4-10. Fly ball to center field. That's catchable. Sam Jethro's got it, and the Monarchs strand 2 runners again. They've threatened in the last 2 innings, but they have not touched the scoreboard. We go to the top of the 4th. Nothing. Ducky Davenport, Andre Ware, and Quincy Troop schedule a hit in the 4th. 1-7 is a ground ball to Newt Allen at second base. New Allen makes the play, one away. Archie Ware. Five, eight. Fly ball to right field. Henry Milton is giving chase and picks it out of the sky, 2 down. Catcher Quincy Troop. 6-4 is popped up to Buck O'Neill at first base. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score. Pitcher Hilton Smith leads off. He flied out the center his first time up. 6-10. Catcher's card X. Troop is a 3. 13-3. Foul out. So 1 down. That brings up Buck O'Neill. 1-4 is swing and a miss, strike 3. Frank Duncan. And 3-10, that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. Evelino Canizares, 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 5th. Nothing. This game has a feel of 2 heavyweight boxers feeling each other out in the earlier rounds. So far, it's a pitching duel. Nothing. Johnny Cowan steps in for the Buckeyes. 1-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Johnny Cowan is 0 for 2 with 2 whiffs. Here's the pitcher, Jeff Jefferson, hitting off the batting card number 5. 5-4 is a ground ball shortstop X. Max Johnson is a 4 at shortstop, 11-4. And that's going to be an out. 2 outs. Parnell Woods. Kansas City has 3 threes and 2 fours. Their defense is not great. There are no 1s on Cleveland's defense, but there are mostly 2s. Here's the pitch to Hilton, to Parnell Woods. 4-8 is a pop-up to Buck O'Neill at first base. 3 up and 3 down. Hilton Smith has retired 8 Buckeyes in a row. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No score. Boise Marshall, Max Johnson, and to the top of the order, Henry Milton. Jeff Jefferson has been near flawless. He's working in the bottom of the 5th inning. He's walked 2, given up 2 hits. Nothing else. Here's the pitch to Boise Marshall. 2-6 is a line drive to the shortstop, Evelino Canizares. 1 down. Max Johnson. I'm hearing, you probably can't hear this on the broadcast, but in the background I'm hearing the train whistle of the Union Big Boy locomotive, which is across the street from where I live at Union Station, Kansas City. And I like hearing those railroad sounds. I like hearing the whistles. I like hearing the steam whistles, the diesel horns. This is a sound that you might likely hear in 1938 in Kansas City. Steam whistles. Here's the pitch to Max Johnson. 6-3. Fly ball to left field. Buddy Armour is a 2. 16-2 is an out. Top of the order, and New Allen. 2-5 is a ground ball to Parnell Woods at third. Long throw across to Andre Ware. That's it for the Monarchs in the bottom of the 5th, and Jeff Jefferson himself has retired 7 Monarchs in a row. We go to the top of the 6th, 0-0. Evelino Canizares will lead off the top of the 6th inning for the Cleveland Buckeyes. He was about 25 years old when he came to the United States from Cuba. He had been playing with Cienfuegos and the Almendares in Cuba. And Canizares was one of 3 prospect shortstops that were very highly regarded in the Negro Leagues. The other 2 were Artie Wilson, with the Birmingham Black Barons and Jackie Robinson with the Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. Here is Avelino Canizares. Here's the pitch. 4-9 is a ground ball to second base. Newt Allen is up with it, and he throws out Canizares. Avelino is 1 for 3 in today's game. Here is Sam the Jet Jethro. 4-7, ground ball to Newt Allen. 10. He is a 2. And Newt Allen makes the play. 4-3. If he was a 3, that would have been an error. No errors so far in this game. Here is Buddy Armour, the left fielder. Hilton Smith has retired 10 Buckeyes in a row. Let's see if he gets armored. 1-3 is a split chance. Line drive. Newt Allen picks it, and he's got the third out of the inning. That's 11 retired in a row by Hilton Smith with some help from his defense. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cleveland nothing and Kansas City nothing in this game 1 of the championship series. Newt Allen made all 3 plays on defense in the top of the 6th. He will lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Monarchs. 1-6 is a drive by Newt Allen. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, a home run for Newt Allen, and he has kind of taken over this game. 1-0 Kansas City. That was a split chance, 1-7, a home run. Rolled to 6. Kind of a wall scraper, but it counts anyway. Here's Willard Brown. 6-8. Fly ball to left field. Buddy Armour is tracking it and makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Turkey Stearns. 284 with 17 homers in 1938. 1-7 is a ground ball to Parnell Woods. He's got it. Throws to first. 2 outs. Now the pitcher, Hilton Smith. Hilton Smith was wondering if he was going to have to win this game by himself, pitch a shutout, and do something with his bat, but Newt Allen has stepped it up on defense and now hit 1 out. 3-9 is a, looking at the wrong card here, 3-9, ground ball shortstop. And that's the third out, but the Monarchs get on the board. Kansas City 1, Cleveland nothing. All right, Ducky Davenport is leading off the top of the 7th inning. He has led off each inning he's batted in, batted first in the second and the fourth. He struck out and has grounded out to second base. Hilton Smith is in his fatigue inning. 3 bad things happen to him. He becomes tired. And that means that all the pluses after outs become singles. Here's a pitch to Ducky Davenport. 6-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hilton Smith says, I am not tired. That is the 5th strikeout for Hilton Smith. Archie Ware. Base hit by Ware. Should we beware of Ware stealing second? He's a C stealer, 1-11. -2 for Frank Duncan's arm, 1-9, only a 45% chance. All right, let me digress here for a second. When I was playing a lot of basic strat years ago, I used to ignore the hit and run chart. That's this chart here. But I would skip that and roll for off the batter's card. If the batter hits a home run, then I would turn it into a triple. If the batter hits a line out, I would make that into an automatic double play. And that way, if the batter hits a strikeout, I would have to pick to steal the runner. And that way you could have a throw him out, strike him out. Or strike him out, throw him out type situation. Otherwise, you can't do that in Stratomatic Basic. You can't have a strike him out, throw him out situation. But if you ignore the hit and run chart and apply those simple rules, you could. We're still using the hit and run chart, but I think I'll not hit and run in this case. We've already had 2 base runners thrown out. Quincy Troop's going to swing away. And he rolls a 5-11. That's an X. 15. Buck O'Neill at first base is a 3. And that's going to be an error. Buck O'Neill muffs it. So Archie Ware goes to second, and Quincy Troop will be at first, the worst possible time to make an error on a ground ball, double play ball. Here's Johnny Cowan, the 8th place hitter. 1 down, 2 on. Pitcher is a 5 batting card, which is kind of okay for pitchers. The pitch to Johnny Cowan, try to get a double play. Cowan will try to get the ball in the air. 3-9 is a fly ball to center field. It's caught by Turkey Stearns. Everyone holds. There's 2 outs. And now Hilton Smith has a chance to get out of this mess, pitching to the pitcher. Smith is a strong curveball pitcher. Here's the pitch to the pitcher, Jefferson. Can he hit a curveball? And the answer to that is no. Strikeout. 3 outs. We go to the top of the, or bottom of the 7th. It is 1-0 Monarchs.
The great Satchel Paige was famous for his velocity and his impeccable control on the mound. But he was also one of the most creative pitchers to ever play the game. One time, when an interviewer asked him to describe his repertoire, Paige replied, "I got bloopers, loopers, and droopers. I got a jump ball, a b-ball, a screwball, a wobble ball, whipsy dipsy do, a hurry up ball, a nothing ball, a bat dodger. My b-ball is a b-ball because it be right where I want it to be, high and inside, it wiggles like a worm."
Buck O'Neill leads off the bottom of the 7th. Chance to atone for that error. This is Jeff Jefferson's fatigue inning. 3-5 is a ground ball to first base. Archie Ware snags it, flips to Jefferson covering. 1 down. Buck O'Neill is 0 for 2. He has been on base once with a walk. Frank Duncan, the catcher. 1-4 is a ground ball to Pernell Woods at third. Long throw across. Nails Duncan, who doesn't run that well. 2 outs. Boise Marshall. 3-11. Line drive to third. Pernell Woods catches it. And we go to the top of the 8th. 1-0 Kansas City Monarchs lead. All right, we go to the top of the 8th inning. The 1-run Monarch lead looks rather slim, considering it is the Cleveland Buckeyes. They're averaging 5.7 runs a game against 2 powerful teams in this tournament, the Hilldale Daisies of 1924 and the 31 Homestead Grays. So they have not, in the past, had a lot of trouble scoring runs against good pitching. Here's Hilton Smith pitching to Pernell Woods. 1-8. And that's a single for Pernell Woods. A solid line drive to left field. That's the 3rd mark off of Hilton Smith, and he is now tired. All right, the Monarchs are going to do a double switch here. They're going to bring in a new pitcher for the tired Hilton Smith. Andy Cooper, the manager, comes out to the mound with his glove. He's been warming up. He will now be pitching, and he'll bat in Frank Duncan's spot, who goes out of the game, and he is replaced by catcher Harry Else. Else will bat in Hilton Smith's spot. Avelino Canizares steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch from Andy Cooper. 5-9. Ground ball shortstop X. That's Max Johnson. He's a 4. 4-4 on the shortstop. It is a single, two bases. Monarch defense is kind of letting them down. First and third Buckeyes. Canizares is at first. Pernell Woods is at third. The Monarchs will play the infield in to try to stop this run at the plate. Sam the Jet Jethro is the batter. 2-9. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Key strikeout for Andy Cooper. Buddy Armour. Now we have a potential double play. 300 hitter at bat, 316 on deck. Here's the pitch to Buddy Armour. 6-9. Fly ball right field. Two shallow to score the runner at third. And that is caught by Henry Milton. 2 outs. Batter is Ducky Davenport. Followed by Archie Ware. Infield normal depth with 2 outs. They're going to pitch to Davenport. Here's the pitch. 5-8. Fly ball to left field. And Andy Cooper pitches out of it. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 1-0 Monarchs. All right, Max Johnson leads off for Kansas City. 6-11. Fly ball right field X. That's Ducky Davenport's a 3. 10-3 is an out. All right, the batting order turns over, and we're at the top. Henry Milton, 0 for 1, has walked twice, but been caught stealing twice. 4-7 is a base hit. Center field for Henry Milton. I dare you, steal second base again. We're going to try. He's an ace stealer, 70% chance. Out again. Thrown out 3 times by Quincy Troop. Quincy Troop shakes his finger and says, no, no. Now Newt Allen's up there with 2 outs. 2-10 is a ground ball to Parnell Woods to throw across. 3 outs. Top of the 9th. Monarchs 1 and the Cleveland Buckeyes nothing. All right, I said there were 5 players on the Baseball Hall of Fame on the Monarchs team. Andy Cooper is one of them. He was a finesse pitcher, had an assortment of breaking pitches, longtime pitcher for the Detroit Stars and then the Kansas City Monarchs. And he shut down the Buckeyes here in the 8th inning. Did allow a hit, but strike out, 2 flyouts, got them out of the inning. 3 outs to go. Archie Ware steps into the box for Cleveland. 1-7 is a ground ball to third base. Boise Marshall has it, throws to first. 1 out. Archie Ware is a good out to get for Kansas City. He's 2 for 4 in this game. Tough hitter. Here's Quincy Troop, who's had a banner day throwing out Henry Milton. 3-7 is a split chance double for Quincy Troop. And tying run is in scoring position for the Buckeyes. That brings about Johnny Cowan, the second baseman. Andy Cooper is toward the end of his pitching career. He is 42 years old in 1938. He would only live 3 more years before he passed away, died in 1941. Here's the pitch to Johnny Cowan, 1-9. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs, 1 to go. There'll be a pitch hitter for Jeff Jefferson. The pitch hitter is going to be Willie Fireman Grace, batting for Jeff Jefferson. Fireman Grace is the only obstacle between Andy Cooper and the Kansas City Monarchs for taking game 1. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Fireman Grace. 2-7. Ground ball to second base. Newt Allen's got it. Throws to Buck O'Neill. That's the final out. And we have just seen a 1-0 game. That's the first 1-0 game we've seen in this tournament. A pitcher's duel, a pitcher's delight. Kansas City 1 and Cleveland 0. We're back with a wrap-up. The Cleveland Buckeyes scored no runs on 6 hits. They committed no errors. Kansas City Monarchs scored 1 run on 5 hits, and they committed 1 error. The big blow of the game was a home run by Newt Allen in the 6th inning, a solo shot, the only run in the game. Hilton Smith is the winning pitcher. He goes 7 innings, allows no earned runs, and he was relieved by Andy Cooper, who gets the save. Jeff Jefferson takes the loss, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run. Star of the game is Newt Allen. He loved playing at home at Muleblock Field. He was a lifetime .304 hitter at home in Kansas City from 1923 through 1930. You can see his jersey, Monarchs jersey, at the Negro Leagues Museum at 18th and Vine in Kansas City. Newt Allen is today's star of the game. We'll be back tomorrow with Game 2 in this best-of-3 series, Buckeyes and Monarchs. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and God bless.